got to give Cal a lot of credit. They came in and played hard. Did a good job in the passing game. You know, we found a way to make a couple plays and ended up winning, but it was a good ball game by both sides. Defensively, we got to play a lot better.
Coach, you always say win by one, but win by two.
We'll take it.
Good today.
It's hard to be 2-0. So, I thought offensively we started real slow. You gotta come out of the chute, and you can't let the ball get thrown over your head. But I thought Max did a nice job. He missed some really wide open. He's got to do a better job with the deep ball, and we will. I mean, the guy down the sideline was wide open, so that's one of those you just got to throw it to him. It doesn't have to look pretty. So.
How do you work on that for Max? When you talk about this.
Oh, I mean, we've been working on it since last spring, so. I mean, he's really, to be honest with you, they've thrown the deep ball really well in camp. So he's got to not hurry. It's like our kicker on the one field goal. Every time he rushes it, he pulls it left. So don't rush it. It's pretty easy coaching point.
Did you guys make any kind of special adjustments to eliminate the deep pass?
Yeah, in the second half, we backed up. You know, I should have played a man under coverage on the last drive that they had. Helped the corner out a little bit more, to be honest with you. But I played a coverage that we should have had a guy from the backside was supposed to go to the post. Actually, 3 of the posts should have had a guy that was supposed to go there. So I've been telling them they've been going too slow. So maybe we'll listen from now on.
Is that just one of those things with young safeties starting to develop?
Young safeties, new corners that haven't practiced much in 2 days. You know, but they're the best we got, and they're going to get better. We know how good they can play, but they didn't play like that today. So,
Gary, I couldn't really tell. I think Wyatt made the stop on the 2-point conversion, but just how.
I have no idea.
Okay, but just how pivotal was that play?
Well, yeah, it's either tied. I mean, you're not like my son, or you can ask a question, you already know the answer to it. I mean, shit. I mean, if it's tied up, that's a whole different way that you have to move down the field. I mean, it's different. So.
You guys were able to ride the legs of Zach a little bit more today, more than we've seen in his 2 years on campus. What'd you think of him?
Really? You think it's more than the 2 years? I mean, he led us in rushing last year.
No, I mean, today was the most carries he's had in a game for you guys.
Well, they were giving it to us, and so we had to get an extra blocker. We said coming in, Cal was good on defense, and they're good on defense.
They do pretty much what you expected
Yeah,
defensively?
I don't think they did much different. They had a couple more blitzes that we hadn't seen, but it was about all the same. But it's, again, I'll have to watch it.
So when you look at the big picture, 34 points on offense, Max missed some wide open throws. Are you pleased
Well,
with the
yeah,
direction of the
I
offense?
think I've been telling you guys this. It's an older offense. We started slow today. The thing I like best when they needed to get it done, we did. It wasn't one of those things where we had to punt it again, and we had to stop them on defense. We ran the clock out. I mean, that's a big deal. So we take everything we have. I think it'll give them a lot of confidence going into in 2 weeks. We understand how explosive SMU is, and then Texas. So defensively, we got to get a lot better. Because what they did today is they max protected. They didn't let our pass rush get there, and then they made us cover, and we didn't do a good job of it. So.
Coach, over this bye week, are you going to get any more guys back, especially on defense?
Possibly Noah, Kyrie Coleman, possibly. Yeah, there's some guys that got a chance of being able. Amari will be back. He didn't play today, but yeah, I think we have a chance for everybody to get back. And we got a guy like Wes Harris that got able to come back and play today. It gives him a chance to rest a little more and then get ready for the next week. And you get a chance to grow up a little bit more.
How crucial was getting that touchdown at the end of the first half?
Oh, I think it was a big deal. Momentum going in because we're going to get the ball first. I thought it was a big deal. I told them out in the middle of the field, we get the ball first, we're going to go score, and we're going to be ahead before we come out of the third quarter. And we were.
Did you get the kind of balance that you want to see from your offense today, 50 versus
Yeah, I think we have to run the ball better without the extra blocker and Max carrying it. But I mean, again, those guys they're a pretty good front, to be honest with you. So but we have to get better there. And the best way to get better there is to make them get guys out of the box. You're not going to run the ball as well as you want to if you don't throw the ball down the field and make them back up. So
Were some of those deep passes just double moves by their receivers?
they got in bunch sets. One of them, Caesar just looked in the backfield. So they'll get a chance to watch it a long time tomorrow. I might even be in the corner room tomorrow. So, because I've been telling them for 2 weeks. I've been telling them for 2 weeks how this has been going to go down in one of these ball games. And fortunately for us, it went down, but we won. So sometimes you just have to, they have to be shown. Coach Watkins has been telling them, I've been telling them. So.
Coach, you feel like anybody played well defensively today?
What's that?
You feel like anybody played well defensively today?
Yeah, I think I think our front played really well. I think our linebackers played really well. I think we have to, again, the younger guys, the inexperienced and everything is the back five. 3 out of the 5 guys haven't played. I mean, Bud Clark, that's his second game as a Horned Frog. TJ, that's his second game as a Horned Frog. So, we have to get back, but McEwen will be back in 2 weeks. So we'll get an older guy back from that standpoint. That'll give us a little bit more communication. And so, the one thing you better understand was because you asked the question, you better understand that you better enjoy wins. Because 2 points is the difference, and those guys are upset because they're 0-2. And so, I'm watching Iowa State get beat right now. The key is just be better than anybody. Iowa State last year got beat by Louisiana, the first game of the season, and went on to win the championship, just about. So, bottom line to it is, we got things but we know how to fix it. And those guys have played before, so it's not one of those situations where we're not going to get an opportunity to get better.
Gary, your thoughts on 4 additions to the Big 12 and three you've played against in the past?
I'm like I said the other day in our media deal, they're all 4 good football schools. Right now, the best thing I could do to help TCU is win. That's what I'm worried about. I've been taking care of that. I'm going to take care of that. And if I can do that, then because other people are going to make those decisions for us. They're not going to ask me. They're worried about my answer. Everything. It'd be longer than 20 seconds on a plethora of things we want to talk about. So.
Gary, speaking of the young defenses, this bye week kind of come at a good time, get better week, so to speak.
Well, yeah, I think so. We'll see. But you're going to go not 10 straight ball games after this bye week. So and you're really going to have 3 emotional games. SMU, Texas, and then Texas Tech. And then you leave the state, go to Oklahoma. Then half your season's done. So we got work to do. But like I told them downstairs, I'm not going to panic. This group here is earned the right because of their chemistry and the way they've worked. We need to come back tomorrow. We need to get better. And to be honest with you, I need to do a better job of helping them. Because I got in some 3-down rush right at the beginning of the second half, and we got them out a couple times. We got them out on 3rd downs. And I should have come back to that more, to be honest with you. And so.
What do you think of Quentin's play? He continues to be a big play receiver.
Quentin's he's playing more like a sophomore junior, which is what we needed him to do. He's got to catch the ball. And, if you looked at him last year, a lot of yak yards. He dropped passes, but when he caught it, he was hard to tackle. And he was hard to tackle today. And that just makes us better. So, I've been laughing because everybody said, nobody mentioned Zach Evans. All the 4 or 5 running backs, 6 running backs in the nation, he was the #1 recruit in the nation. And nobody talks about Zach Evans. So, just quick cut, don't talk about Zach Evans. We'll just keep running him. So they won't pay any attention to him, and we'll just keep doing the things we need to do. How
do you feel getting West back today affected the
Well,
offensive
yeah,
line?
because he's the most physical inside player we have at guard. I mean, he is, and he's older and he's smart. I mean, so we just got to manage Wes. We got to be smart not to practice him every day and do things that get him to Saturday. So he's played a lot of football.
Coach, speaking of Zach, 22 carries. I mean, obviously you said
How many yards do you have?
180, 82.
That's terrible. That's not very good.
But
No, he must be a terrible back. I've been waiting for a while since the summer to say that. I mean, I've been watching all these reports come out, even in the state of Texas, he's like the 5th or 6th best back. Really? And to be honest with you, the other couple guys are pretty good too. So, just because we don't carry today, he had to carry more. But as a general rule, we don't want him to have to do as much as what he did today. We'd rather have him be at about 12, 10 to 12, and other people carry the load and do some things. So.
Was that simply because DeMarcado was out, or was that just
Well, yeah,
as the game unfolded?
We trust those other guys. He just catches the ball better than the other two guys do. DeMarcado's more of the guy that can catch it out of the backfield also, but it's because he's older. But it's like I told him in pregame meal. We got enough players. I told him, all right, don't worry about it. You get healthy, get you back for SMU, we'll go back. But these other guys will play, and they did. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to trust people. It's like we put Kamara in for Bud and O'Shawn on punt, and he did a great job. I think he maybe hurt a hamstring on the last kickoff, but he did a great job. You got to trust and grow your team up, and that's one of the things we'll be able to do tomorrow when we look at film. Who can we put on special teams? I'm not happy with our kickoff return. They punted the ball short, so it's hard for us to get off of a punt return today. But outside of that, I mean, I thought we punted. I thought Jordy did a great job of pinning them. And I thought we did a great job of covering. And so you got to give guys opportunities. See if they can go up and play. I'm watching our young guys really in the last 2.5 weeks really start to grow up, like Armstead and Kamara and Perkins. Some of our, like Quincy Brown on offense, the wide receiver. I mean, they're only just going to keep getting better because they're young, and every day is going to be more of an experience for them guys. So we just got to keep doing that. It'll be a big lift if you get Kamara, if you get Kyrie back, okay, and you get McEwen back, and you get Noah back. Those are three big players for us in 2 weeks. So.
Evans remind you of any other back you've had here?
Who?
Does Evans remind you of any other back you've had?
I don't know. I think LT had a comment about him last year. I mean, he has potential to be. The best part about it is he's a 375 student, graduated early. Like all of them, they got a little bit of knucklehead in them. They all do. I mean, my wife says all men are knuckleheads. Ask her, she's sitting right back there. Some are good knuckleheads, some are bad knuckleheads, but we're all knuckleheads. So it's like.
Gary, I know you're right in the heart of the season, but you're 8-0 against the Pac-12.
You're not getting me to say anything. You never know. We might end up in that league. I mean, you guys are all talking about Big 12. Let me tell you. You know what I know? We might start our own league in Mexico. I mean, who knows what we might do? It might be a European league. I want to be in Italy. Our team's in Italy. Go play in South Africa. All Caribbean, my wife says. So, it's just, for us, not playing a ball game, we knew this game was a big game to find a way to win. It wasn't pretty, especially on defense. We know we'll play better. I think it's a big deal. So.
Anything else for Coach? Thank you.
Thanks for being